Hi everyone. Hey, it's Keisha from Black Girl Go Hard. Thank you again for tuning into my channel. So today's video will be a talk through some of the small wins that I've experienced as I've been on this weight loss journey. So I mentioned this briefly in one of my previous videos that oftentimes we are so focused on like the main number or the size or whatever goal that we have as it surrounds our weight loss that we can sometimes overlook the small wins. But those small wins actually add up to the larger wins. So I want to take some time today to kind of talk through the small wins that I've experienced on my weight loss journey. And hopefully, this will motivate people to stay consistent with their weight loss journey. And if they are kind of on the fence of starting a weight loss journey, to hopefully to make that move in the right direction. As you see, I'm on my Disney vacation. I'm sure you can tell by the the room. But I am going to be using my son's little fuzzy journal because I did not bring a journal with me. So I'm going to use this to kind of keep me on task and keep me focused and moving forward. So small wins. As you guys know, I have been on a weight loss journey. I will, at the moment, I'm currently doing 75 hard. So that's what you guys have been following me through. However, as I mentioned, I did start a weight loss journey that existed prior to me deciding to start 75 hard. So I'll go more in depth about that in a separate video. But long story short, I have lost a good amount of weight over the course of my weight loss journey. So I'm just going to talk through some of the wins that I've noticed that initially I didn't really think about, but when I kind of sat back and reflected, realized that those were really some big wins for me. So number one is when your leggings start falling down. Now, my leggings, this is before I became obsessed with like the drawstring leggings, but I would just have like the regular pull up leggings, and I would just notice that I'm like keep having to pull my leggings up, pulling my leggings up. And now like those same leggings have gotten to the point where I can't even wear them anymore because they're like almost like not like baggy, but it doesn't fit snug enough anymore. So like if I'm trying to walk or run, it would always like fall down. So I can't even wear them anymore. Something that you might not necessarily pay attention to, especially like if you're focused just on that number, like focus just on the number on the scale. You might not necessarily like focus on the fact that my clothes are fitting completely different, which is what you really want. Like you want to look better in your clothes, and yeah. So that's what one of the things I noticed. And then on another topic of like the clothes and things fitting differently is that I had to buy me a whole new set of like underwear, like a whole new like underwear wardrobe, because when I tell you it got to the point that my like, so you know how you wear like leggings and you obviously you have panties on underneath it. It would like you could see like the panties like bunching up because they were no longer like fitting. Also, the panties would like kind of like be rolling down. So, I mean, that's a great problem to have. I was very excited to be able to purchase me a whole new wardrobe of underwear. Um, Honestly, I need to do the same with the bras because the band part is like a little too big now. But bras is really expensive, so I'm trying to hold out as long as I can, especially for the big chested girls. So I'm trying to hold out as long as I can on purchasing a new bra. Another small win that I noticed is that I can like I can run up and down stairs like, and I am not like winded. I used to be to the point where I would be like gasping, like just going up and down like a flight. Now, like unless I'm like working out on the stairs and like really going up and down because repetitively, then yeah, I'll be gassed. But other than that, like I am able to run up and down the stairs, and I'm fine. Like, and that is definitely a small win, something that could be overlooked if you're not like really paying attention or in tune with like your body. Next one is okay. So I had a doctor's appointment like a couple weeks ago. So this is a recent small win. I had a doctor's appointment a couple weeks ago, and so you know how they give you the aftercare summary, and I noticed that I am no longer considered morbidly obese. Baby, I had to clap for myself because I have been considered morbidly obese for so long. For a long time. But now I'm just simply obese and I will take it. Like, yes, I'm not to the point that where they want me to be, and I will never be to where they want me to be because, yeah, I don't want to be that tiny. But um, I got to regular obese, and I was so happy to see that. So yeah, so my BMI has decreased substantially to the point where I am just a regular obese woman. Another thing is that I notice now, like when I try on clothes, because when I was initially like losing the weight, I wasn't like buying anything, trying on anything. So I didn't really notice the change. But one day I went into Old Navy and I was like, oh, I'm gonna just like pick up me like a couple pieces. And beforehand, I was like 18, pushing 20, size 20. And actually, I did have some size 20s while I'm tripping. Like, actually, while I'm talking, I was in the 20. I could fit some 18s, but I was for the most part in the 20. So when I went into Old Navy, I was like trying on clothes and I'm thinking like, oh yeah, I'm probably a 16. But I was able to get a few items that was in a 14 and I was like it feels so good. It feels so good to be able to like go in there, and I feel like one of the small wins I'm gonna mention is that like a lot of stuff I feel like looks good on me now. Like when I was like in a larger size, I would go try on stuff, or I got to the point where I didn't even want to try on stuff because I'm just like, it's not gonna look right. But I would try on stuff and I'm just like, yeah, this ain't it. And then I'm just like going from item to item, looking for something that looks like good, like on me. But now it's like I could pick up stuff and I'm like, oh, that's cute. Oh, that's cute too. Oh, that's cute. Like it's so it just feels so good to be able to have like so many things and so many options available, and it's not as hard to like shop and find something. Like if I just need to go in real quick and grab something, I'm like, oh, I can go get this. This is actually one of my new purchases that I purchased for the trip. It's kind of cool with the Disney thing. For the most part, I didn't have any summer pieces, so I had to like buy all new clothes to for this trip. So this is a crochet set. You can't see the bottom, but it's a little short set. It kind of looked like pajamas, but it's not. It's a crochet set. I got a few crochet sets. I've been really feeling the whole crochet look. Um, so it's just like a little crop top crochet crop top with the crochet shorts. My last small win that I'm gonna celebrate, and this is the most sentimental. About a year ago, so it happened to me. It had to be August of last year. We um we took a little family trip and we went to the Mall of America. So you know how Mall of America has like I think it's Nickelodeon Studios in there. Yeah, so it's like Nickelodeon Studios, and we stayed for a few days in the Mall of America in their hotel, and then we would just go downstairs and go to the Nickelodeon Studios and just have a good time. And like starting from the first day we got there, we went to get on a roller coaster. Not a roller coaster. Well, yeah, I guess it was a little roller coaster, but it's for kids, obviously. And I was like looking at the weights, like, weight limitations. And I was looking at that and I was just like, in my head, I'm like, dang, how did we get to this? Like, to the point where I'm like oh, am I going to be able to fit on this ride, right? So we had got to this one ride, and you had to be able to like push the bar down on your like in your thighs or on your stomach,
Child, lap
like
is the
in
word you're looking
the
for. Your
your
lap.
stomach area. Sorry. And so I sat down, and then he's the guy who's like running the roller coaster. He's like trying to push it down. It's not going down, and I'm just like, oh, and he's like, I'm sorry, ma'am, you're not gonna be able to ride the ride. And I was like, oh, man, okay, it's cool. So I got off the ride or whatever, and then so I told my husband like, okay, you just gonna have to ride this ride with him or whatever, right? So he did. He rode the ride with him, and then it was like a few more rides where it was after that happened, I just didn't even like attempt to get on the rides anymore because I'm like, oh yeah, I'm probably not gonna be able to fit on that either. Because I was just like look at how the style of the ride. And I'm like, nope, if it goes over the thighs and stuff, like it's not gonna be able to like push down to click in place. And my son was like, oh mommy, you're not able to ride the rides with me. I said, no, buddy, but daddy can ride it with you. It's fine. And he's like, oh, it's because you're too big. And I was just like, dagger in my heart, Lord have mercy. I mean, kids will be kids. Like they're just honest. They gonna tell the truth, and they're not trying to hurt your feelings. They're just like he's a very genuinely like curious little boy, so he's just gonna ask the questions. And I was like, yeah, mommy's too big to ride the ride. So, um, yeah, and you could tell like he wants to ride the rides with me as well, not just having to have daddy go on the rides with him. And I feel bad because I'm just like I wanted to have that experience too, and I didn't want to like rob him of having the experience of being able to like go on rides with his parents and blah blah blah, so but flip to this year, so current day, obviously we're in Disney, and we've been to, well, two amusement parks at this point. Yesterday we went to Magic Kingdom, and then today we went to Super Nintendo World. And today we were able to get on rides. I didn't have like any anxiety about like, am I going to be able to fit on this ride? Like, it didn't even cross my mind. Like, I didn't even have to have the thought. And that was when I look back on it. I actually just wrote that win today. When I look back on it, I'm like, that is such a freeing experience to not have to think about weight, to not have to think about like, am I gonna be able to fit on this? Am I gonna be embarrassed? Because I kind of like joked it off, laughed it off last year, but yeah, it felt really bad to have to experience that, and then also especially with your kid wanting you to like ride the ride. So I was so glad that he was able to like get that experience of like riding a ride with me now that he's like into more of like the rides and stuff. I just feel like certain things like kids should be able to experience. Like something as simple as getting on a roller coaster ride, which is something that I can control. Like there's nothing medically hindering me from being able to like lose weight to, be in better shape. That is pretty much it. So again, if you made it to the end of this video, thank you so much for watching. Um, we are in Disney. I am going to be doing a video one of these days talking about like me doing 75 hard in Disney and what that experience has been like. Because it's been an experience. I'm going to just say that. But yeah, that's pretty much all that's going on. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe. See y'all later.